Let's talk wetsuits. Exposure protection is critical. Being nice and warm on a dive is what makes dives enjoyable. And it also helps keep our focus. The last thing you want to do is to get cold on the dive. Because not only at risk of hypothermia, but also you're increasing the risks of getting bent. As when we're cold, we're less likely to off gas. Always plan to be as warm as possible. Correct exposure protection is critical. So you need to find what works for you and the conditions you're diving in. Even if we dive in extremely warm water, if we stay down long enough, you still get cold. There's lots of different combos of suits, base layers, hoods and gloves, and if you're clever with it, you can build up a wardrobe that'll keep you nice and warm no matter what the temperature is. If we want to get technical about it, wetsuits are rated on their thermal performance from A to D. A keeps you the warmest, and D is the least performing category. This is a great tool that will allow you to compare wetsuits not just based on their thickness, but based on their features. To be honest with you though, what we need to do is look at the performance of the suits based on your physiology, what will work best for you. So the UK is famous for being a bit on the cold side. The question we often get asked is, can I dive in a wetsuit? And the answer is yes, of course you can, especially in the summer months. Here in Northumberland, the water temperature can get up to 14 degrees. The south coast and the lakes and quarries are even warmer than that, so you can easily get a day's diving in and feel super comfy. Realistically, in the winter, you need to be in a dry suit. Water temperature here crashes down to 6 degrees, and the coolest I've dived in was 2 degrees, and I definitely wasn't in a wetsuit then. If you're going to be doing multiple dive days, you need to think about the British weather. There's nothing worse than being on a surface interval, standing about in the wind and the rain. You're going to get chilly quick.
Whether you're diving in the summer or the winter, you're going to have to invest in a high quality suit. Don't get a cheap one, you'll regret it. You want something half decent. In the summer months in the UK, we want to be diving in about a 5mm suit. We should be okay with that with our temperatures. But not all 5mm suits are the same. You can get 5mm suits that are made for like surface water sports like triathlons and surfing. The thing with these suits is they're kind of made for flexibility rather than warmth. Think about those activities, right? They're quite high energy. You keep them warm by moving. Diving is the complete opposite of that. We want to be nice and chilled and relaxed. We don't want to move too much. So our suits have to be built differently. They're built for warmth rather than for movement.
We need to look out for anything that reduces flushing. This is when cold water comes into the suit and cools you down. Check out the seals on the fourth element Proteus 2. What they've done is use a special material that creates a nice watertight barrier around your wrists and ankles. So this is my one that I've turned inside out, so you can kind of see how we've got two different materials there. So these seals can make it difficult to put the wetsuit on, but they will keep you super warm. Other manufacturers have done a different take on this. The likes of Aqualung's brand new suit, the Dynaflex, have added in these seals, but they've got an outer zip, which still makes it easy to put the suit on and off. Biggest loss of heat is when you first jump in the water and you get that cold rush down your back. It's nothing worse. So any feature that reduces this is a massive benefit. The fourth element Proteus 2 is a perfect example. This has a really cool overbib, which comes over the back of your head and protects you from that. So when the water comes in, it's got time to warm up before you even feel it. If you want to dive in a wetsuit all year round, then you're going to have to get a good quality 7mm, or better yet, a semi-dry wetsuit. The downfall of this though, as we add layers of neoprene to keep us warm, we're going to lose flexibility and we're going to be a lot more buoyant. If you want to keep that flush out even more, you can upgrade to a semi-dry. These have a watertight zip, just like a dry suit. And where most top-end suits will have specialised ankle and wrist seals, semi-dries have them on the neck too. Now these seals don't completely stop the water like a dry suit one would, but they really cut down on that flush.
If you only dive on holiday, then you don't need to worry about flushing quite so much because the water that goes in there is already pretty warm. So you don't need to worry about the specialised seals, but you might still want to get a 5mm to keep you nice and warm. Manufacturers are creating new types of neoprene that are more flexible and easier to put on. The worst thing is when it's a hot sunny day and you're already a bit sweaty and you're trying to clamber into your wetsuit, but these new designs make it super easy. Check out Fourth Element's Xenos suit. It's designed to be a quick transition, which means it dries super quick and it's dead easy to get on. It's perfect for liverboard diving when you're doing lots of dives in a day. And also there's the Aqualung Aquaflex. It's got this really stretchy neoprene which gives you flexibility but still keeps you warm. The downside of neoprene is that it's actually really unsustainable. The manufacturing processes aren't eco-friendly at all. But it's really cool to see a lot of brands that are getting on board with developing new styles of eco-friendly neoprene and neoprene alternatives. The Aqualung suit that I mentioned before has water-based glues. It's even got eco-friendly dyes in the fabric, and it's made partly from recycled car tires. It's so cool. If you're super lucky and you go into a destination where diving is so warm you can get away with just a swimming costume, you might still want to think about something to cover up. So I'm thinking here like rash vests or skin suits. And the reason I would wear something like that is to cover up against sunburn, to cover up against jellyfish and hydroids, and also to stop equipment rub when I'm wearing my gear as well. You should check out Fourth Element's Ocean Positive range. It's really stylish, and even better is it's made from recycled materials. So what more could you ask for? So there's loads of information in this video and I hope you found it useful. But if you're still struggling to pick your way through and work out which suit is best for you, then fire away with any questions. We are here to help.